Welcome to the Get the Scoop with Smirk's podcast product feature segment, highlighting ingredients from Expo West 2024. This year, we continue to see innovative products within the gluten-free baked goods category, both sweet and savory items. Jessica and Zach are back with me, and we're going to highlight some of the specific items on gluten-free baked good ingredient decks from Expo West that we offer here at Smirk's. Jessica, you want to kick it off?
Absolutely. Alternative flours were all over the ingredient decks at Expo. And I think we see that at a lot of the shows that we go to that lends well to the customer bases we work with. So we break them down a lot of times into, customers that are nut-based gluten-free flours, that are looking for seed-based, that are looking just for, complete alternatives that are more for the binding agents and that kind of thing. So, or maybe a blend of all three. There's truly something for everything in the allergen-friendly bakery arena. Let's take baked crackers as an example. This is a huge category that is sometimes overlooked because I feel like crackers are just such a, they've been around the block a time or two, but it seems like there's some really cool innovation happening with crackers, especially because of these alternative flours. So it maybe was a snack that people couldn't traditionally enjoy and now they can. So there was a lot of companies at Expo that were using single or combination of ingredients. Like organic banana flour is actually a really interesting one that we've seen pop up. And buckwheat flour. I had this cracker that was like buckwheat flour mixed with some cranberries, and I ate it. Honestly, expecting it to not taste great. And it was one of my favorite snacks, actually. So I am now going to go out of my way to be a consumer of such a cracker now. So, and then hemp flour, cassava flour, arrowroot powder. We often see potato starch and rice flour. And then, of course, gluten-free oats and oat flour are widely used as well. I don't know. Do you guys have any cracker insights from the show? Did you guys see anything that you thought?
I agree with you. I expected these crackers, most of these exotic blends of gluten-free ingredients to taste not so great.
Cardboard. I think cardboard's the word you're looking for.
But they've done a fantastic job of making the product taste fantastic using these alternative flours. So the industry's come a long way. The category's come a long way.
Yeah, definitely. Zach, you were saying?
I thought seeds were very, involved with flour or seed flours were very common in crackers that I saw. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, and the cool thing about the trends that we're seeing is Smirks is really aligned with a lot of these items already. We are already importing them. We're already working with domestic processors on them. We have a lot of great milling partners. We can do both organic and conventional. We do a lot with chickpea flour, almond flour, cashew flour, macadamia nut flour, milled sunflower. We have a really cool nitro milled option. We actually had a podcast already once with our partners that make that. Milled flax, milled chia. And what's cool about some of these flours is you can actually, to Zach's point before about the protein, heavy or protein dense options, is some of these are whole milled. So it's the entire seed or entire, whatever ingredient it is milled. And other times it's actually, oils pressed out for other applications. And then they take that, cake that's left over and they further process it. And so it's a flour consistency, but it's super high in protein. So that's one of our strong suits is finding out what a customer actually needs for their ingredient. And so whether it's singly or in combination, or they're looking for gluten-free cookies, cakes, muffins, snack bars, even breads, pizza doughs, we really have a lot of ingredients that can help out with those things.
Yeah, and I think the allergen-friendly world is very diverse. So,
Definitely.
That means some baked goods steer clear of nuts, but embrace the vast world of seeds, for an example. And seeds are a mainstay ingredient used, in breads, cakes, cookies, snack bars, muffins, and of course granolas. Smirks offers a wide range of organic and non-GMO seeds, including chia seeds, sesame, pumpkin, flax, sunflower, and poppy seeds.
We also have conventional.
I might actually interrupt you there too, Zach, and say that now that sesame has been introduced as an allergen, we have processing facilities that we've kind of gone out of our way to where we can still service that ingredient and help with that ingredient, but also still be mindful of that allergen and be able to get some of these other seeds from a processing line and a processing facility that are sesame free, or have these really strict allergen protocols in place. So it's been a new thing as of 2023 is kind of we've seen all that change come, and Smirks is pretty well versed and prepared for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, if you're buying chia seeds and you need your product to be allergen free, you want to make sure there's sesame not being processed in the same facility.
Yep, we can do
You
that.
know, and we offer, both raw and ready to eat seeds. And the ready to eat are seeds that have already went through like a sterilization process. Um, so, for example, if your process includes baking or roasting, you don't necessarily need ready to eat. But let's say you have a salad and you're putting some sunflower seeds on the top. That would be an example of wanting a ready to eat product. If you're looking for seed butters, Smirks is also very strong in seed butters as well. We also have pumpkin butter and sunflower butter as well.
Yeah, Zach, to your point, we also see a lot of organic and conventional non-GMO nut and nut butters used in baked goods pretty widely as well. So Smirks also has that very well lined up in our supply chains. Our nut and nut butter offerings usually include almonds, Brazil nuts, cashews, hazelnuts, peanut, pecan, macadamias, pistachios, pine nuts, walnuts, really just a huge variety of it. And just like the seeds, we have processors that can offer something that's gone through, a validated kill step or something that is raw. Again, depending on the application, we'll look to give our customers the cost savings where they don't need an RTE because they already have that built into their own supply chain processes. Or we're able to help steer them in the direction of, here's this RTE solution that doesn't have to be handled multiple times because it's already been taken care of at origin. And so if you aren't sure about what kind of application you need, what kind of size of item you need. A lot of times you can get a lower grade for butter applications and save some money. So our team is pretty well versed in, if you kind of give us an idea of what you're working on, we can help you figure out the best fit from that standpoint.
Yeah, and dried fruits as well, is something that's added to a variety of baked goods, muffins, cookies, granolas.
For sure.
So adding organic and conventional non-GMO dried fruits creates, both textural, gives a textural component and also gives, different flavors. So we offer, your staple dried fruits for your baking projects, such as cranberries, blueberries, cherries, and raisins. But we also work with a lot of, imported, tropical fruits, such as, golden berries, goji berries, pineapple, mango. We also work with apples, almost any fruit that you'd be looking for, we can source. So there's both come in dried formats and fruit powders as well.
I'll also throw out there, kind of tied in with the fruits that we can import. We sometimes have customers who are looking for very origin specific, right? They want it, from a non-Chinese origin, or they specifically want it from a Chinese origin. And so we're very good at being able to bring in those types of items from multiple supply chains. So if it's a origin that you're looking for or a price point you're looking for, we can usually kind of approach it from a couple different ways. And then kind of in that same vein of the fruit, going back to the natural sweeteners that we discussed, they're definitely a hot topic right now. We see a lot of baked goods brands that are steering away from cane sugar. Smirks can offer a full lineup of alternative sweeteners. Our strongest by far is coconut sugar and coconut nectar, but there are certainly other categories that we can help with, like date paste and date powder and sugar, that as well as maple sugar, maple syrup, and even agave. And again, a lot of those you can get in both formats, whether it's the liquid or the powdered format. And so basically we just, worked with a lot of brands that are still wanting to, introduce that level of sweetness to their, product, but they're still glycemically friendly. I don't know if glycemically is a word, but
it is now.
If it's not, it is today.
It is now.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about that, Zach?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And, I think many baked goods are not complete without coconut as well.
I happen to know a company that imports a lot of coconut. Do you, Zach?
I think so.
Might have heard of these guys.
Yeah, so many baked goods are not complete without coconut. We mentioned coconut oil, but desiccated coconut is also big, in bakery form. Smirks offers a full range of coconut specs to choose from, including chips, medium, macaroon, We offer liquid versions like coconut milk, coconut cream.
Right.
So yeah, let us know what your coconut needs are. We're very, very into the world of coconut. So
Yep, that's an important
Definitely.
one. Outstanding. Well, that wraps up our product feature for our special Expo West 2024 episode. If you happen to be working on a new or existing project involving gluten-free baking, please feel free to reach out to Smirks for product information, spec sheets, pricing, samples. Shout at us anytime using the what's new at smirks.com email. Thanks again for listening. Appreciate you, and stay tuned for our market report in the next segment. You don't want to miss out on the latest updates. Thanks.